10th C is continuous improvement. Cultivating a culture of continuous improvement at work in terms of deliverables, products, processes, etc., goes a long way in enhancing quality and efficiency. Therefore, customer service and customer happiness. Not only that, it boosts morale and commitment, increase self-worth as team players realize their potential. Continuous improvements is about making tiny changes every day, the compound effect of which over time leads to massive results. As James Clear explains in his book Atomic Habits, a 1% improvement every day can lead to a 37% change over a year and an exponential change over time. Continuous improvement fosters a continuous cycle of learning, improvising, and growing, and is great for creation and innovation. Lean and iterative processes with comprehensive feedback loops built into the process make course corrections easier to handle. Some of the ways continuous improvement can be implemented is by collaborating, ideation, idea generating and brainstorming sessions to help identify what improvements and what changes can be made to fine tune a process or bring about quality improvements. So we talked about how change is constant and happening always, and to keep up with uncertain times and changing times, it's important that we keep upgrading our skills and abilities. This contributes to building an adaptive culture, keeping up with the changing times.
The next aspect we'll all be dealing with is continuous improvement. Japanese were one among the pioneers who focused on continuous improvement. Kaizen. Kai stands for change, Zen stands for better. How do we make things continuously better? Right from the CEO down to the junior most employee, how can everyone contribute for the organizational and process betterment? They pioneered it in several different industries, and one of the classic examples is the auto industry. And it has resulted in close to zero defects. In fact, there is a popular joke that says that somebody was asking, we want less than a certain number of defects, indicating that their current provider was giving a lot of defects. The Japanese guy did not understand what a defect was and therefore introduced a defect and then gave it to him. So that is the level of popularity of how much Japan pays attention to continuous process improvement. Well, coming back, where do we find this in organizations? Everywhere. In fact, continuous improvements is the only way to go with so many market changes, internal changes. There is so many problems to handle, large problems to handle, and they cannot be done overnight at one go. We need to break them into small pieces, assign the right people, continuously keep thinking what can be made better, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, so that over a period of time we find drastic improvement. An example that comes to my mind in my own corporate life is we were working with a Fortune 500 client as a software vendor. This was a time when suddenly there was a lot of challenges in terms of employee attrition, knowledge management, lack of innovation. All of these kind of were perceptions that the client started having in a short duration. We didn't have answers to any of them in terms of how to fix them overnight. But what we did decide to do was we will form core groups, we will assign the right people to continuously think about it and act and put in small improvements that they can try. A case in point, for employee attrition, we did a survey. The team in charge of employee satisfaction did a survey in terms of what makes the people unhappy. What changes would they like to be brought in for a happier workplace? We got very interesting results saying that I would like to work in a different technology, I would like to have job rotations, I would like to take breaks and work in a less stressful project, and so many other inputs. In fact, they wanted fun Fridays at work, all kinds of inputs. We started listening and doing each one of these, and this also started percolating in the productivity and actually resulted in a higher customer satisfaction. All this did not happen overnight, but happened over a period of 1 to 1.5 years. The teams that were taking care of these employee satisfaction, job rotations, bringing in innovations, they all worked in tandem, kept studying, kept reporting the pace of change that was happening, and we were very pleasantly surprised that not just the employee satisfaction index, which was 3.6 on 5, shot up to 4.1, which is a very significant jump in a 1-year timeline. The customer satisfaction survey index also jumped from 3.9 to 4.2, which is very significant. And all of these was possible only by the continuous improvement that kept happening.